What's it like to be in Tasmania and at the Clifford Craig Foundation luncheon in the lead up to International Women's Day?
Yeah, it's great. I've never been here, first of all. So
Haven't
I've never
you? Not
been
even
to,
in...
No, I've been to Hobart a couple of times
Yes.
for the WTA tournament
Yes.
in January, but that was it. I haven't been anywhere else in Tasmania, so it's great to be here. Unfortunately, can't stay for too long, but yeah, it's great to be here. Great to be at the event, and there's so many things obviously around International Women's Day. I think for me also that's very close to my heart, my story, and obviously my book that I wrote last year, or end of last year. So yeah, for me, these types of events, especially around such important dates, are really important, and something that I really like to attend and like to do. Yeah.
Excellent. And what's the message you'll be giving to our guests today at the luncheon? What are you trying to impart?
Well, I think for me, there's a lot of things that I've been talking about, obviously a lot different now that the book's been out and that my story's out. So a lot of, I think, different subjects and very important issues that I've had to deal with. So there's quite a few of them, but yeah, I think it's important to talk about them. You know, for me, it's everything that I've gone through. You know, obviously from whether it's racism to abuse to mental illness and dealing with depression and almost committing suicide, which is quite tough, I think, to talk about, and for even a lot of people to hear about. But I think it's important to raise awareness. I think it's important to talk about these things, and I think with my book, I've been pretty much the first one that's talked openly about these things, especially in sport, and I think that's really important. Also, I'm starting my own foundation at the end of this year, and it'll probably be up and running in the second part of this year. So very important, I think, for me, also, like I said, to talk about this, get the message out there. It's about speaking up and speaking out, and I think it's all about, I think, inspiring people, inspiring women.
Fantastic. And for most people who, like myself, just know you from your sporting career and your television persona, what do you think most people would be surprised to know about you outside of the sporting world?
I don't know. I think it's all out there now with the book. I think for me, a lot of people, I don't think, knew who I really was. Even as a player, I think as a person, there was a lot, I think, that was going on in my private life that I never really talked about, and I think people kind of maybe had the wrong picture of me, you know, and now that I think the book is out, especially the people that have read it say, oh, you know, I always knew something was going on, and then at times, you know, you look absent or you look sad, and I knew that wasn't you, and things like that. So it's kind of nice to hear that, but I think yeah, I'm very different to, I think, what people see me on the court. Like on the court, I'm quite maybe tough and have a little bit of a, you know, hard and tough face sometimes, but I'm completely the opposite. Actually, I'm quite goofy and make fun of myself, and yeah, so I think I'm very different off the court.
Yeah, oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And so what is life like for you now? You've obviously had all these ups and downs, and what's life like for you right now and going forward, do you think?
Look, it's been great. I retired a couple of years ago, so for me it's been about the transition from, you know, having this career, being in tennis for so long, pretty much not knowing anything else other than tennis, and it's about making that transition from tennis to pretty much into normal life, and then figuring out, you know, what you do now, what you're good at, what you enjoy doing, and what you want to do for the rest of your life. So after I retired 4 years ago, that's kind of been the focus for me, and just figuring out where I go from here. So yeah, it's been great. I found a lot of things actually that I enjoy doing, that I'm good at, especially TV and media, which I never thought I